Hi guys, just wanted to give you a quick update to the video I did about the Kahr PM9 magazine problems. As a real quick recap, I'm not going to go through the whole stacking problem and everything, but as a quick recap, there's a big problem with the Kahr PM9 magazine that makes the Kahr a relatively unreliable carry weapon, particularly if you don't carry one in the chamber. And here's the problem. What you'll see is the magazine, this is 7-round magazine, extended round magazine, comes with the Kahr PM9. What you'll see is if I push down on that round, it just stays down. It doesn't kick all the way back up. And what happens is if you load that magazine into the weapon and you want to charge the weapon from the magazine, you'll see that it kicks open and wedges between the feed slide the feed ramp and the slide. Now you can kick that thing loose and it'll go ahead and charge the weapon, but the problem is if you're going to carry without a round in the weapon, you're going to have issues there. Now the Kahr engineers knew that there was a problem with the magazine, because if you go to the manual, and a lot of viewers have pointed this out, it doesn't say charge from the magazine. What they want you to do is clip the slide open, then put the magazine in, and then charge the weapon. And of course you can see that works as well. I don't like to carry one in the chamber, and frankly having to go through all of that, clip it open, unclip it, that's kind of like having a car, literally having an automobile where it only has a left blinker and so but no right blinker, and so if you want to make a right turn you got to make 3 left turns. It's kind of ridiculous. I did have one viewer say that he was having that issue with the weapon, and he was at the range and it was really annoying, so what he did is he bought a different magazine. In this case he bought a ProMag magazine. So I bought one just so that I could review it and show it to you, and finally got it out on the range today to check for the reliability, and I'm telling you, this is your cure right here. ProMag magazine, 7-round, slightly longer than the stock magazine. It's got a little lip on it. If you don't like the lip, you could probably smooth that guy off there. I haven't tried it myself, but but one of the things you'll notice is in the stock magazine, you push down on the 7th round, it kicks down and doesn't kick back up. You see it's very unstable. In the ProMag magazine, you'll see that the round does kick back up into position, and it's ready to be loaded into the weapon. There is still the stacking problem that I talked about in the last video. You'll see that it's wiggly and has a little room in there. But one of the things you'll notice is that the ProMag magazine is designed well enough that it keeps that round, it gets that round ready to load into the gun. So you can see a big difference in the way that the round will charge compared to the stock magazine. It's a very reliable weapon with the ProMag magazine. Now, I'm going to give you one caution though, and that is, and I found this out myself, and that is be sure that the rounds you get feed reliably even with the ProMag magazine. This is a Golden Saber bonded Remington round. It's very famous. I use it in my Glock. It's 147 grain. It's a big heavy bullet. Very good round. However, it's not a good round for the Kahr PM9, and for 2 reasons. One is when you rack it, and I don't have enough time here, but when you rack it, it tends to get caught because it's wide at the top and kind of long. It tends to get caught on the feed slide, so it's a little bit rougher feed. Second reason is more serious, and that is when you put 7 rounds in here, after about the 3rd round, about every 4th time, the round will snag. It's pretty big and it fills up kind of the whole area in there, and it's kind of got a lip. That lip will snag on this little notch in the magazine itself, and once you get 2 rounds off and that thing snags, you're done. There's not going to be any more rounds going into that gun. So what I'd encourage you to do is to be sure that your rounds flow smoothly. The rounded tip rounds tend to work a little bit better. Myself, I went out and tried them this morning, wanted to make sure they'd work fine. The Hornady Critical Defense. Now these are a much lighter round, but they are designed, they're a hollow tip, and they've got a little piece of rubber in there, and they're designed to expand consistently with a small weapon. They're also, you'll notice, a little bit shorter and a little bit little bit more narrow, and so they tend to feed absolutely flawlessly in the Kahr PM9. So if you're looking at a Kahr PM9, I'm going to highly recommend you do two things. One is get rid of the factory mags. They're junk. They're just absolutely trash. Second thing I would recommend you do is get you a round that feeds reliably into the ProMag magazine. There may be some other magazines out there that are just as good. This is the one that I was told to buy or recommended, so I did. Works absolutely flawlessly. Good magazine, good round, good gun. You've got a weapon that you can carry reliably and safely. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. We'll see you in the next video.